I'm Tom, and this is Adult Game Reviews. This week I got to play Summer Heat by Naughty Fox Games. This is not to be confused with Summer's Gone, Summertime Saga, or Summer Vacation. Summer Heat is gorgeous, but outside of the renders, is it any good?
Come with me if you want to live.
Please like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you aren't. Alright, let's get into it. I played through Chapter 5, which was version 0.5. So let's get into the premise. You play a wannabe photographer who got talked into going to art camp over the summer by your friend Mike and best friend Mia. You come to find out that art camp isn't exactly as advertised. On one hand, you and Mike are the only male students attending the art camp, which kind of fits for an art camp, honestly. But on the other, you aren't actually at a camp. Instead, you have to share an Airbnb due to unforeseen circumstances, likely due to your shady PE teacher. Yes, you have a PE teacher at an art camp.
Right.
So, I mentioned this before, but damn does this VN look great. So many of the characters look beautiful. Everything from the individual details on the characters' faces, environments, the water, and even your phone. The UI looks so crisp. I was very impressed with the graphics in general. While the loot content is a slow build, what you did get was beautiful. However, outside of Mia, who's supposed to be some sort of Hispanic, all the other characters are shades of white. You have the redhead Bree, the raven-haired Sophie, the other raven-haired Eve, the brunette Mia, and the brunette Miss Hill. There really isn't much diversity at all in terms of the characters. I usually have an issue with this, but everyone looks so good that it didn't bother me as much as it usually does. It still would have been nice to have a bit more variety there. Moving on to the story, and I'll be honest, I had no idea what to expect. A bunch of 19-year-olds going to an art camp? Oh, God. But this is only the setup. You end up getting yourself involved in some things that I didn't expect. The writing was good, there were no typos or phrasing issues that I saw. All in all, very solid. Now, we don't get a whole lot of info about any of the characters. The main character is a good guy. He's nice and more compassionate than a lot of the other characters. However, I do have an issue sometimes with his renders. You see him from the back, and his character model looks like someone much older.
Get the lotion! Put the lotion on me!
So that can take away from the immersion a little bit. You have Mike, who is your best friend. He is loud and says dumb things, and that's all you get to know about Mike. You have Maria or Mia, who's your best friend. You guys have a complicated past, but nothing really more specific. You start to learn a little info about Sophie, Bree, and Eve, but nothing super deep. What I did learn about the characters, I liked for the most part. However, Sophie can bother me with how she treats Bree, and Helen is seemingly intentionally obnoxious. There is music and ambient noises, but that's about it for the audio. The cool things are the little side activities. I usually find these kinds of things tedious and distracting from the main story in other VNs, but the text-based choose-your-own-adventure game you play in the car and the dating app were pretty fun. I like that they give you resets or redos so you can try the chat in a new way. This was a nice touch. There are a couple of small free roams that offer insight into each character. I thought all these activities, even minor, kept things pretty fresh. So far, there's one thing keeping me from recommending everyone play this right now. It's that by Chapter 5, the story seems like it's just getting started. It seems like it took 5 chapters to introduce everyone to the characters and plant the seeds of the overall story. I personally like playing in development games, but if this wasn't my main hobby, I would probably want to wait on Summer Heat. So this is a wait for me. There's so much in Summer Heat people will like. The renders are really good, the characters are fun, but the VN feels like it's just getting started. I will be checking back in with Summer Heat later this year or next year to see how much the game has grown. I want to thank all my Patreon members. You guys allow me to spend more time on the channel. Thank you so much. If you haven't seen my review of My Bully is My Lover, you can check that out right here. Thanks again. Until next time.